Salutations, everyone. This is the butterfly. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Let me kind of adjust this a little bit right there. That's better. Let me see. Move it over a little bit. Right. All right. That's better. Yeah, I'm sitting on my bed. I didn't feel like getting up and setting up my little what you call it, but we're gonna let it do what it do, okay? I've been meaning to do this show for like since I scheduled it. I really truly have been meaning to do this show. Okay, but the butterfly been living out loud. Okay? I'm enjoying myself, okay? I mean, I did check in a couple of times when I was in Texas, during the love season, all right? Um, but you guys may not know this, but Butterfly loves to swim. New York traffic be like. Butterfly loves to swim, so I have taken the initiative to join the YMCA so that I can swim. Speaking of YMCA, there was a lot of controversy about that song, YMCA. Talk about it's the gayest song. No, it's not. It was not. It was never gay. All right. Just like the rainbow was never gay. We're taking all of that back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to listen to the words and you guys grow up. Stop being so juvenile. All right. Ridiculous. I'm like, why didn't I know this? Like, YMCA is a gay song. Like, what? No, it's not. Because it's not. It never was. All right. You guys always dragging something, just dragging it. Anyway, the butterfly has joined the YMCA, so I'll be swimming like a fish, getting my mermaid life on, okay? And every time I go to the Y, I'll be like saying that that's my mermaid life. Anytime I go swimming, really, it don't have to be at the Y. Usually it'll be when I go to the hotel and I book me a room with a hotel that has a swimming pool, you know what I'm saying? I do that or whatever. But the Y is more efficient because I could go as many times as I want and just with my membership. Okay. So I just been busy, 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 you know, minding the business that pays me. But Spirit keep telling me, get back to work, get back to work. And I'm like, look, this work better start paying because I ain't got time to waste with them. Just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got time. All right, we're not coming on here to do no Scorpio truth. We're just coming on here to be to be true. But I'm just telling y'all that's why it took me a while. I said let me get on here and do this live because I'm here watching The Walking Dead. Like that's my jam. Like it's so much material. Like, cause I was a psychology student. Like so much material in this show about human nature. Like, oh my goodness, it's like if you could get beyond like the zombies or whatever, you could really grasp the underlying storyline. You know what I'm saying? The theme of it of human nature, even during a disaster, how people are is like so strange. But that's another show. Let me get right in so that I could do the show because I am going swimming today. And listen, and I'm trying to get in a flow that I get everything done and still do the things that I want to do, which is I want to go swim. But I felt like this was an important show to do as well because a lot of people don't understand the benefits of CBD. Like when I was in Texas, it was this older lady, and she was saying how she was having back pains and this, that, and the third or whatever, and CBD really would help with that. So I offered her one of the gummies that I made And she was like, "Oh no, I gotta ask my doctor first. Let's say like give it to me, and I ask my doctor for permission, and then I'll take it." And I'm like, I was like, "All right," but I never gave it to her. And it just gave me an idea, like, okay, you need to uh create something that will explain it, better. You know what I'm saying? That way you won't have to, so much explain it to them. They'll feel more comfortable and, have more knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's better when you read something yourself anyway. But that's neither here nor there. So that led me to create pamphlets. Let me just, it's my glasses. Okay. I'm working on my little breakfast table that my husband gave me. so, so I don't even have to get out of bed to do my work. But I am. I'm going swimming. Would y'all shut y'all ass up out there? Shit. Blowing the goddamn horn. You see, obviously, people in front of you, shut your ass up. Like, makes no sense. What's that? All right. So I made a pamphlet. And this is my pamphlet. Now, this is like just a rough copy. I'm working on it. Okay. And it has like about us. And it has the picture of my products. Okay. This is my CBD. This is the what do you call it? The salve that I made, you know what I'm saying? Kind of running out of that. I got limited of this salve, and then I have this was my soap, this is my all the different kind of soaps that I make. And this is my CBD oil right here. Okay. And I didn't have a chance to add the gummies to this picture, but the gummies I also begin to make too, right? So it's a picture of my products. This tells about, about us, meaning my company, Hemp Butterfly. And this on the back, it has benefits of CBD oil. It's used for chronic pain management, promotes restful sleep, used for treating depression, effective in treating post traumatic stress disorder, regulates stress, used in substance abuse treatment, arrests cancer growth, strengthens cardiovascular system, treats irritable bowel syndrome, topical therapy for glaucoma. That means when it says topical, that means like you use it on the skin. So what it means is that you can rub it on your eyelids, especially before you go. It's best to anything that you do for like eye treatment, like topical. It's best to rub it on your eyelids before you go to sleep. As such as castor oil. Castor oil is very good for you to rub on your eyes before you go to sleep. Okay, and it says here that it's a topical therapy for glaucoma. Helps you be able to see. Glaucoma is a degenerative disease that affects your eyes. Okay, treats epilepsy and seizures, has anti-inflammatory properties, and that is just to name a few. And then also, it has a diagram on the other page, if you can see it. I don't know if I gave you a good look at that page. This one has a diagram. Okay. Then there's a diagram on this page. Okay. And then it tells you like the side effects of CBD right here. Okay. And we have cotton mouth. Okay. Nausea, drowsiness, may interfere with other medication. So if you're taking medication for any of these other conditions, you might want to not take them both at the same time because it can enhance the effects of your medication. For instance, if you're taking like insulin to lower your blood sugar and then you take CBD will lower your blood sugar even further. Okay, so then you could just not take the blood sugar and then take CBD. You know what I'm saying? Or like if you're taking blood pressure medication, CBD will lower your blood pressure. So what the freak is this guy beeping about? Like, shut up, dude. It's fucking so annoying, right? But I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna push through all this noise. Push through. All right, so as I was saying, it has the diaphragm right here and the side effects. I put the side effects: nausea, cotton mouth, drowsiness, maintenance skill with other medications. Okay, I have to adjust the picture here because what it says is that it may cause diarrhea or liver problems. And let me get to the liver problem. Let me address the liver problem. It would take a very large amount of CBD to affect your liver, like years and years and years of usage at high doses. Okay, and what I have learned by using CBD myself is that uh at first you may tend to take more, but as time goes on, it's like the effects are so lasting. It helps support your natural processes, even emotional processes, your natural thought process, emotional processes, you know and after time you'll need less. Okay, it's weird like that. You'll need less. Okay, like at first I needed more to sleep, and now I don't. I needed more for pain, management, and now I use less for pain management, and more for like mood regulation, because it's a stressful time right now, and it's going to be even further stressful. But let me get to the topic of today's show. Okay, if you bared with me this long, I thank you very much. And if you have anyone in your family or know anyone who um, is struggling with a child with autism, or please share this video with them, because this is really why I am making this video, because I feel like it is so important, it's so necessary. Because of the video I saw, there was this woman, and she has like an autistic son. Take the glasses off. She has an autistic son, and uh during his frustration, he gets quite violent with her. Okay. And then I mean like throwing punches and pushing and grabbing, and she has to say this thing like safe hands. She has to tell him like a safe hands. And when she says safe hands, he goes like this, and he does settle down in a way, but just the outburst of aggression, okay, and not really being able to handle his emotions, to be able to express himself, without being so aggressive and frustrated. It was very scary to me, because the thing is, like, he is, I know he may be young or whatever, but like he is taller than her already. Okay. He's taller than her already. And it seems like, I don't see the father dealing with him. So I don't really know what the situation is, but I only see her with, with the son. But what I notice is he's getting bigger, and as an adult, it's dangerous for him not to be in control of his emotions, which I understand, being that he has autism. Okay, so which brings me to the research that I've done about CBD and autism, is that it is very good. I watched a couple of documentaries of a dad who had a autistic son, and he gave him, I think, a gummy or something like that, and of course you supervise them while they, while to observe their reaction, or lack thereof. However, whatever symptoms or whatever side effects present, okay, you need to be able to document that. So of course you would want to supervise. So what he did was he gave his kid the CBD, and then they went on walks together. And the way how the little boy was just expressing himself, you could see like the dad was afraid to respond, because it was like, when someone's like being their true self, and you don't want to like show them that you see them, because they might scare them back into their shell, so you don't say anything. This is how the dad was like kind of moving with his son, and it was beautiful. Okay, and the son was saying how he felt good, and it was a beautiful day. It was just so different from how he was before the CBD. He wasn't expressive. He was more physical, just like this young man. Okay, so this when I started to do the research, the CBD will help with the aggression. Okay, it will help with stabilizing the mood. Okay, and kind of slowing the mind, not really slowing the mind down, but kind of smoothing it out to where you can more focus on expressing yourself, okay, rather than being reactive to your environment. You will be more comfortable and balanced, and I think it would be a supportive tool for parents that are raising children, that uh, basically have been injured, you know what I'm saying, by all of these vaccinations, and they have become autistic. Okay. So CBD has been discovered to be a very good supportive mechanism. And I think it would be, I have observed that CBD would be a very uh good therapy for parents and their children. Okay, that the parents of the caregivers of autistic children, because the beauty of it is not only is it good and safe for the child to take it, better than Ritalin and all of these kind of other psychotropic drugs that they may give your child to, because they say they got ADHD, or they have like or they may have been diagnosed on a spectrum with autism, or these kind of social emotional disorder. Okay, CBD has been shown to help with that. All right, even post traumatic stress. So, like the caregivers who are experiencing stress and may not readily have a support system that's able to give them a time, a way to attend to themselves, the CBD helps them find a balance. Okay, find a balance between caregiving to their loved one and caregiving to themselves. All right. So it's a two-way healing. And I thought that this would be a great way to like loosely explain all of the things that, CBD is very good for you. So many things that CBD is healing for. When you just look at this list, I mean, my gosh, irritable bowel syndrome, okay, arrests cancerous growth. Okay, a lot of people don't know that any cell in the body can become cancerous. Any cell, okay, and when I hear these stories about people say, oh, they had cancer, they're going to get surgery, they're going to cut it out. And I'm saying, and I'm like, why aren't these doctors telling these people that once you cut into cancer, you have a larger risk of spreading it to other parts of the body? It's called metastasis, and they know it. Like, why aren't they telling people that? Why are they, administering chemotherapy when chemotherapy, it may kill cancer cells, but it also kills healthy cells and could cause another kind of cancer. So, like, sometimes when the treatment is like worse than the symptoms, it's like you really have to weigh out your options. And CBD, I feel, is a much better option than a lot of the medications that you are taking, because it helps such a spectrum, okay, of illnesses, of, you know, stages of dis-ease, because dis-ease is not normal. Disease is not normal. Okay, and we can balance ourselves out. All right, we can balance ourselves out. So I also have another uh pamphlet. This one, it not only has the diaphragm on top, I think it's a little bit small. I'm going to make it larger. But I also included like a CBD graph that tells you about the properties, just like the molecular makeup, I mean, just to help you get educated, so that you can get your health in your own hands. And another thing for the spiritual people that I realized, the CBD, it does open up your pineal gland. So you might not want to face yourself, you know because, but it's really going to make you face yourself. Okay, and in my experience, that's one of the things that we must do in order to heal. It's inward, outward, not outward, inward. So we really have to do our work first, before we really can help anyone else. And if you're in pain, any kind of pain, physical pain, mental pain, emotional pain, it's hard to move forward. Okay, and CBD helps with all three. It helps with emotional pain, it helps with physical pain, it helps with mental uh pain and clarity. And I'm not saying it's like, I have to be clear about this, because I've had a couple of people say, oh, it's not strong enough, it's not strong enough. And I had to remind them, listen, this CBD is not to get you high. It is not like how the drugs of our time are designed to make you forget about your problems so that you don't address them. Okay. When the truth of the matter is, your problems are not fucking going anywhere. And, I could say, excuse my French, but, French has its place. Okay. It has its place. And it's the truth of the matter. It's not going anywhere. So, uh, and CBD is not to get you high. It's not to help you forget that you have any problems, or help that. No, 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 no. It's to help you deal with them. Okay, and have the strength to deal with them. It doesn't mean that you're not going to cry. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be angry, but you're going to remember to have compassion with yourself, because, like, shit, you're only human. You're only human, but it is one of the side effects that are not listed here. It's one of the side effects that are not listed here, that you will have an awakening. You will. you know whether you want to or not, you will become introspective. You will start to look over your life. Things will come up that you have not faced, you know And it will make you angry. It will make you cry. But I implore you to have compassion for yourself, and say to yourself, well, look how far I've come. You know, in these times, you have to be your own cheerleader, you know. And while I was having a conversation with Spirit, it was like, I need to tell people, Shungai rolled off. I need to tell people that the hardest conversations that you need to have, start start having it with yourself. Because there's no way you can lie to yourself. You can be completely honest and you can tell yourself exactly how you feel. Okay. And you can work through these things. Okay. But there needs to be accountability in there as well. I mean, these are all a part of healing and growth. And, opening your pineal gland, and it is really one of the side effects. All right, because we really are divine beings, and we should be evolving, okay, growing. I'm not saying that we can't still have that childlike way of being, and as far as having fun, loving, trusting, having wonder, but as far as, taking responsibility for our own healing, our own happiness, and our own health. It is time to come of age in that regard. Okay. So that's all I want to say. You have to deal with it, and CBD really does help. It really does help. So these are the oils that I'm selling. These are the 500 milligram. These are 1 ounce jars. You can get them on my website, www.hempbutterfly, or you can contact me in the comments, saying you want one, or through my email, my PayPal at OGJW, at Yahoo. PayPal. All of my links is in the description below. Okay. And please visit my friends over there at the Crystal Palace, because they have the most amazing, beautiful crystals and stones for your healing and spiritual needs. Okay. Like this Shungite has traveled with me to Texas. Like it just was so. Uh, it's hard to explain, because I realize everyone's not like me. They don't have relationships with things uh, that they would call inanimate, you know, just because they don't move, and you don't feel like they're animated. Animated means like they don't have movements. Okay. It doesn't mean that they're not alive and that they don't speak. Okay. Speaking of speaking, I met a tree named Alga, Alga, while I was in Texas. This wonderful tree, okay, had housed three different of birds. Okay, it was wonderful. Oh, I spoke to a raven. It was a magical trip. I made a wish on the chrysanthemum, so it was a good trip. It was a good trip. Okay. So like it's been all wonderful, and I'm glad did this live. I pushed through because I had so many distractions. Did I show you guys my coloring? I've been coloring. Okay, I've been coloring. This is I was finishing up. This is my mermaid picture. I love mermaids. Okay, speaking of mermaid, you know, it makes me think of my grandma because, like, she was the only one who really like saw me and my family, and actually called me out loud a mermaid. You know what I'm saying? Saw me as a mermaid. Okay, and she's like, you look like a mermaid. She saw me. She saw one of my magical selves. So, like, I always think of my grandma when I see mermaids. Okay. And I had a beautiful coworker give me this. The same coworker that makes these lovely, lovely stones. Well, she doesn't make them, but she makes the jewelry. She makes the jewelry. It's my lovely, lovely labradorite. See that wonderful thing? Okay, she made this too. She made one for my husband. Okay, she sells these too. These are wonderful and magical. I love my labradorite. So sturdy. So I need a new string first, for it. So because I wear it out. Okay, baby, I wear it out, and then my other coloring that I've been up to. Okay, wasn't that nice of her? It's a coworker that gave me this book. Okay. I'm gonna reach out to her because just like it's a gift that just keeps giving. I do love it. I do love it and I do use it. Okay, so again, I'd like to show you guys my pamphlets. Okay, that I will be like when you order my products, this is what I will send to you along with the products. Okay, and please, if you know anyone that could benefit from the products, just even I mean, the CBD is just it not only helps with autism, I mean with grief. It's not that you're not going to feel it, but it helps you ride it out. It helps you move through it. Okay? It helps you, and I'm not just saying that just because I happen to sell it. Okay? Because I actually use it for myself every day, and it has made such a difference in the way I show up in the world. Okay, especially for myself. I'm able to show up for myself because, like, when your legs don't hurt, you can run fast and far. Okay, when your heart's not hurting, you can laugh out loud. You know what I'm saying? And when your mind is not clouded with stress, you can really create the most beautiful ideas and express the most beautiful ideas. Okay, so all of these things will help. Okay, because healing is really a journey and it is our responsibility. I was having a discussion while I was away, and during this discussion, I was like, it's about healing, it's about balance. And the guy was like, healing, like it was like a foreign word or something. Like it never occurred to them that healing was a thing. And I just was astounded. Like, it really highlighted for me like that everyone does not think like me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it really isolates me, but in a way and in another way it shows me again, it reinforces my purposes to help others see their own light and shine it. Okay, show others that they have the power to heal themselves, to love themselves beyond measure, to support themselves. They have the power. Everything they need is with them. Okay, they just don't see it. And I have the ability to see it all, and I can show you how to shine your own light. But you need to start by healing yourself, okay? And the only way to it is through it, all right? And that's inner work going outward, okay? So I'm going to pull one card get an oracle message because today just reminds me I had two morning doves come to my window. I didn't get the chance to take a picture. I know my husband wanted to go black upside the head because he was talking to me at the time. But I turned my head like, oh, it was like if you ever watch this channel Santa Surfing, like she used to have this part on there where the dog, I can't remember the dog name, but every time he saw a squirrel, he would get distracted. He'd be like, squirrel! That's how the shit was. My husband was talking to me as soon as the bird came. I was like, oh, I was like, oh, it's the morning dove. And as soon as I was like, oh, and it's cooing, the other one came and flew to it too. I was like, oh my God, it's the two of them again. Like, I love it. The two of them, it just says to me balance, cooperation, harmony, and they're doves. Gentle love, like love is in the air, you know what I'm saying? But it first gotta be for self. Like I wouldn't even be able to hear those messages before because I was like so deep in my pain. Like because I was just waiting for something outside myself to help me heal. You know what I'm saying? And the CBD helped me realize, hey, I was able to hear those messages, that everything you need is within you, you know. It's wonderful. I don't know who this is, but I'm gonna, get them out of it because like I'm freaking busy right now. I'm getting this out. Okay. I'm in flow. Flow. Hey, I'm in flow. Flow. I can, but yes I can. Okay. Guys, I've been thinking about what you call it. I've been thinking about uh having a seminar in spring and but I don't know the location yet. And we're gonna be talking about a couple of things. I just need a little bit of feedback to see if you guys would be interested in that, if you guys would be willing to travel because this is such an internet culture, okay, that it's hard to get people to really gather, come together, you know what I'm saying, to be in the same vibration with each other. You know what I'm saying? So like I would need some feedback. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. It's still in gestation, but that's where I'm at. Okay, so let me read a couple of cards. No, not a couple, just one. One oracle card. Okay, I was telling y'all about my doves. Oh my goodness, such a beautiful gift. Cause I am going swimming today. All right, nothing's gonna stop me, baby. Okay, and before I get started, please support the butterfly. All right, please support me. I need feedback. I need exchange of energy. All right, because it's very hard to desire to want to come here and be here for you guys. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel the support. Like half the time, I don't even see the like button being hit. Like hit the like button. Share my content. You know, get buy some of my stuff. Like you know, a little exchange, and if you know anyone that needs a personal reading, if they want to pass on loved one reading, please, you can hit me up through my website, www.hempbutterfly.com, or let me know you want a reading on the other links that I have there. But I would prefer you do it through the hempbutterfly.com because you could actually leave me a message, and I could know what you want. And, you could actually schedule it, the date that you wanted or whatsoever the case may be. All right. So, with that being said, I'm going to pull one card to get some messages from the Animal Oracle because, like the animals have something to say. I remember I was sitting in the car with my cousin, and this dog was walking past the car and jumped up on my window on the passenger side and look my cousin right in the look. It was like on my cousin's side, but look at me right in the face. Like, and I'm like, huh? What you want? What you want? What could I do you for, buddy? You know what I'm saying? Like, so let's see what the animals want to say. Okay. What message can we leave the viewers with? You know, okay. Under the radar. Okay. We got the possum. Opossum. Sorry, let me say that right. It's opossum. It's nothing. Is no such thing as a possum. Like possum P. No, it's opossum. Okay. All right. And what I know from an opossum is they play dead. You know what I'm saying? They play dead, but they not really dead. You know what I'm saying? They play dead for safety so they can get the hell on. But like we're gonna see what the apostle message is because I'm gonna read it from the book. But I just channeled what I first got. Like, they play dead under the radar. You know what I'm saying? Play dead. Yes. All right, here we go. Opossum. Under the radar. Keywords: warrior, practical, assess. When the oak is felled, the whole forest echoes with its fall, but 100 acorns are sown in silence by an unnoticed breeze. Thomas Carlyle. The opossum is a master actor, knowing which role to play at the proper time. Opossum have practical and intelligent energies that helps them assess the situation as to which part they should play. If they feel threatened, they play dead. Opossum has entered your life today because it wants you to embrace your inner warrior. It is time for you to go under the radar until the situation feels safe once more. Be careful how you use your words at this time, as you may injure relationships and cause even more ripples. Instead, take some time to allow any arguments or miscommunications to quiet, and then don't bring them up. You don't always have to be right, and sometimes stepping away from the situation helps to heal it more quickly and effectively. You may notice that work situations may feel difficult and transitions are happening. Don't start fretting that your job is in danger. Instead, let things play out around you. Okay. Well, that is the message that Spirit wanted to leave. They wanted to talk about the opossum and being under the radar. You know what I'm saying? And playing dead until situations seem safe. Like, sometimes you don't have to catch every play, as my husband would say. You don't have to defend every fight. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick your battles. I guess that's just a way of saying pick your battles. And sometimes you got to see how things play out because your knee jerk reaction may be to be revenge or to clap back or to whatever. But sometimes you got to just wait. You got to wait. You know what I'm saying? And go inward and just be like, okay, just wait. Just see how shit plays out. All right, in its own divine order. All right, so that is the message that we got from Spirit. I hope it helps. Okay, and I hope my message about the CBD helped. And I would ask everyone to please support the butterfly. Okay, Because if I'm being Scorpio honest, okay, I need more feedback. I need you guys to like, share, subscribe, okay, and ask me about my products. You know what I'm saying? With the intent to buy some shit. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Because my products are good. Right? And they do actually help. Like with the gummies, I'm gonna put on the package. If you take one gummy, that's to settle your mood. Like that's to balance out your mood. Okay. If you take two gummies, that is to get rid of like, like slight pain. You're having pain in your knee, maybe from arthritis, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever, or you got some pain in your shoulder from overworking, you like whatever the case may be, but if it's like severe pain, you're going to have to take three of them. You know what I'm saying, and one every 2 hours. And this is with the gummies. Now with the oil is a different story. You could take uh two full droppers of the oil. Okay, two full droppers of the oil, which it only comes up to about here. You can take two of those, all right, and wait up to 30 minutes, all right, because it's going to take anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes, depending on your weight. You know what I'm saying? What you've eaten, yada, yada. It's a whole lot of factors that comes into absorption, you know what I'm saying, of any kind of medication. You know what I'm saying? And what else was I going to say? Yeah, up to 10 to 30 minutes to feel the effects of it. So if you done waited until the pain is cycled up until it's to a 10, like they ask you in the hospital, a 1 or a 10, and you got pain on 10, you're going to have to wait 30 minutes for it to start calming down. All right. Because you got to understand, we have neurotransmitters. All right. You let it hype up that, like, it has to plug into the neurotransmitters before it could stop the pain. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to it may take all the way up to the full 30 minutes. And in my experience, when you in pain, 2 minutes seem like two fucking hours. So just be mindful, you know what I'm saying? Don't drink the whole thing just because you wait, because if you know you are in a situation with pain, like, okay, let's say menstrual cramps, right? Because when I used to get menstrual cramps, man, I could eat a whole bunch of naproxen and all of that. Like, I could take a lot. I would have to like get ahead of the pain. You know what I'm saying? Like take one drop in the morning when I wake up and I know the cramps is coming. Boom. All right. And then every 4 hours, I would take a dropper, you know, up to 4 times a day, because by the last time you take it, you going to be done took a nap or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you're not gonna be up, and you can't sleep when you're in pain and all of that, this, that, and your third. So like you you're not gonna OD. The thing is, it's not the side effects are a lot less than the other medications that you may be taking. You know what I'm saying? And it does help you naturally, as I have other things such as bay leaves and things of that nature, but all of them is natural. They can be eaten orally. You may cook with some of them all the time. Blah blah blah. My base is olive oil, so it's all good for you. It's all good for you. Um, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I do make the cream as well on special order. Some people who don't want to take the cream, but in my experience, the cream, you have to administer it a lot more than the oil. Or if you do the oil, you can use the oil, and the oil was pretty good too. Like use like a couple of drops and just rub it on the affected area, and that works too. But it would take like about maybe 10 minutes. 10 minutes. But the effects last longer when you take it sublingually, which is underneath your tongue, and you hold it underneath your tongue for about 30 to 60 seconds. Not long, and it is not bad tasting. If you taste the olive oil, and other herbs, it's a really clean flavor, sometime when I'm having a glass of wine, I'll put it in my wine. I mean, it depends on you. Depends on you because it's up to us to manage our own health, energy, you know what I'm saying, and mental awareness, clarity, you know. You got to manage all of that, you know, and this just helps you. Helps you. It's not gonna make it disappear like when you drink too much, you just forget you got problems and shit. No, no, no. It's gonna slow everything down and bring things into perspective. Like, okay, yeah, this is happening. It's fucked up, but you know what? I'm not gonna let it bother me too much because I'm just gonna have to do this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna make you accept it, and deal with it. Because basically, at the end of the day, that's what you gotta do. Because getting all discombobulated and shit and running away from it is not gonna fucking solve it. It's gonna follow you like a goddamn monster and ruin your life. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, I don't want to go off too much on the tangent. You know what I'm saying? But those messages wanted to come through. They came through, and Spirit wanted to say something about being under the radar in situations because a lot of shit is going to be playing out right now, especially in the world stage, you know. So instead of that knee jerk reaction, I think Spirit just wants you to just hold on, look, and just wait. Wait before you react. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you might jump into some shit you don't understand. That's all I'm saying. Okay, let me see what time is it. All right, soon time because I want to be going by like 1:30 or so. I want to be like on the roads, walking down there. Butterfly is going swimming today. You heard me? I said you heard me. And if I would have sat here any longer watching this Walking Dead, I don't know, it would have been a wrap for this video, and it would have been a wrap. Probably for swimming too. Uh, and I wants to go swimming today because I done paid my membership and I'd be damn if I wasted. And I love swimming. The butterfly loves swimming and dancing and happiness. Okay. So, with that being said, I want to thank you for being here when you can be anywhere else. The butterfly loves you. Namaste.